us pray. Most gracious Father of us all, from whom comes all help and blessings, look upon us gathered here, and with thy favor, direct us in all our action. Grant to us vigilant hearts, give us minds to know thee. We ask that you place your hand on all here and across our nation, and let this flag fly free in your name. Amen. Amen.
We will now have the reading of a poem called Your Flag and My Flag.
Your Flag and My Flag by Wilbur D. Nesbitt. Your flag and my flag, and how it flies today, in your land and my land, and half a world away. Rose red and blood red, the stripes forever gleam, snow white and soul white, the good forefathers' dream. Sky blue and true blue, with stars to gleam elect, the glory guidon of the day, a shelter through the night.
We will now have the presentation of the flag to West Virginia University, Jacksonville campus. This group has been very supportive of us and very patriotic. They're a great supporter of American Legion Mountaineer Boys State and are always ready to help our program. The American Legion Mountaineer Boys State class of 2012 will present a new United States flag and a West Virginia state flag. The flag will be presented by Governor Nima Linagi.
It is a great privilege and pleasure to have the honor of presenting this beautiful symbol of our country, the flag of the United States of America, the Stars and Stripes, to the West Virginia University Jackson's Mill campus. On behalf of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State class of 2012, may it always fly over our land representing a government instituted by our founding fathers that will always champion freedom and justice. It is with honor and pride that this beautiful flag of the great state of West Virginia is also presented to the West Virginia University Jackson's Mill campus. On behalf of the American Legion Mountaineer Boys State class of 2012, may it ever remind you of the rolling hill, flowing rivers, majestic mountains, and that mountaineers are always free.
In the honor of what you've witnessed here today, I ask that you stand
thank you for our country, its flag, and the liberty for which it stands, one nation under you. May you grant us peace and freedom as we live, for God and country. Amen.
This concludes our ceremony of the presentation. I now have the honor of introducing a person for a purpose of introduction, Mr. Neil Boyer.
President Clements came to West Virginia about going on 34 years now, right, sir? I've been connected with West Virginia University for over 60 years. And over that time frame, I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of presidents, starting with one named Irving Stewart in 1960 when his wife taught their son, Dick Stewart, and me how to type on the back porch of the president's home. I can say honestly that I've not seen any that initiated so many positive aspects of university administration as President Clements has in a similar time frame. None of them did it in 3 years. President Clements came to us from the state of Maryland, where he earned degrees from the University of Maryland Baltimore campus and Johns Hopkins University, and he worked in educational administration for 20 years at Towson State University. I've had an opportunity to hear him speak many times, on several occasions, and he leaves the impression that he is certainly a true mountaineer, truly converted. I'm sure many of you have had an occasion to meet somebody that changed their religion, and they usually become a lot more enthusiastic about their religion than those that maybe grew up in. And I think that comparison kind of shares with this man, because I think he is truly a mountaineer. I'm convinced that if he was out working in a yard back in his home, he cut his arm a little bit, maybe he got a bad scratch over on this side. You know what would come out? Gold blood, blue blood. I want you to join me in extending a very warm welcome to a true mountaineer, President Jim Clements.
Great to be with you. I feel like I'm at a Big 12 football game. That the energy that you are bringing is unbelievable. Neil, I appreciate the welcome and the intro. I'm honored. I'm literally honored to be here. Because you know what? As I came in and I heard the band playing, it reminded me of when I first got the job at WVU. And somebody said to me, they said, Jim, you know what? You're not officially a Mountaineer until you hear the Pride of West Virginia play. Till you see them take the field for your first Mountaineer football game. And I remember that day, standing up at the 50-yard line, watching the band come out onto the field. And people were crying unstoppable tears as they watched that band. And as I listened to this band this evening, it brought back that thought to me. Can you give a round of applause for me? Some of these will be in the Pride of West Virginia, and I will be cheering for you as you run onto the field in a year or two at WVU. And that cheer for Let's Go Mountaineers, I'm telling you, there's nothing like a Mountaineer football game in the whole world. It is special. And the energy that you have here tonight, I hope it carries through the whole week, and that you guys have a great week and accomplish great things. Look, I'm honored to be here. I want to start by thanking Neil Boyer for that really nice introduction. You know, he was at WVU, did a great job handling financial aid, working for the university, and your state director, Jim Davis. Thank both of them for inviting me to be here. If I can get this on my schedule, I'll come every year. I promise. And Maryland is a really good place. But you know what? There's nothing like West Virginia. This place, this state, this university, WVU, we have a lot to be proud of. Let me tell you, if you were born here, if you live here, be really proud to be West Virginia. This is a place like none other. I can tell you, I've been associated with a lot of states, a lot of universities. When I came to this state, came to WVU, I've seen passion, dedication, loyal, dedicated, great people like I've never seen. So I'm hoping, as I look out, many of you will soon be Mountaineers. How many are going to WVU? Come on, a little louder. Yeah! I was told there's about 400 people here. I want all of you to WVU. I'm serious. It's the best investment you'll ever make. Couple things. I'm told I'm among the best and the brightest young men in this state. Absolutely the best and the brightest. So when you know that, that means you have a responsibility. All right? It means we're counting on you. You've been given gifts. You've been given talents. You can't waste them. Okay? I want you to go to WVU. If you go somewhere else, that's okay. But don't waste your talents. You know, when you get to college, you're going to have lots of options. I need you to make good choices. Do good things. Make a difference in the world. I can tell that you will. That's part of the reason why you're here, right? To learn about a lot of things and learn about the future. I've heard nothing but great things about this program, that it is top-notch. I have kids. I have 4 of them. I have twins who will be seniors next year at MHS. They know people that have gone through this program. They love it. Absolutely, absolutely loved it in a lot of ways and for a lot of reasons. You know, I do want to point out, I know he's somewhere here, a dear friend of mine, a person who went through this program, who is, I think, a great up-and-coming leader who will have a great impact, not only on the state, but on the nation. Jason Parsons, where are you?
Back here.
All right, Jason, stand up for a minute. Jason is the real deal. This man, if you have a chance to spend any time with him, one of the greatest young minds, one of the greatest communicators, a big thinker. Don't be surprised if one day that fellow's governor of this state. I'm serious, he's that good. Now sitting right next to him is another one who went through this program, Brian Cox, known as Thunder. He's a leader on our campus. But you know what? These are just 2. There have been many. Right? This program has been in existence for 76 years, something like that. 75, 70, mid-70s. All right, 75-ish, right? There have been a lot of great people that have gone through. Leaders in government, leaders in business, leaders in science, technology. You follow some seriously big footsteps. But you know what you want? One day for somebody to say, man, that person went through, and that person went through. You know, that person was in the class. That's what we want, right? So your job is to go out and do some good things and make a difference. Now, I want to tell you a couple stories while I'm here. A couple of weeks ago, I announced the recipients of something on our campus called the Foundation Scholarship. It's one of our biggest, most prestigious awards. We gave it out to just a handful of people, 5 this year. I can tell you a person coming through this year on the Foundation Scholarship, top academic honor, went through this program last year. His name is Eric Kinney of Bridgeport. Some of you probably know him. I've met him. He's a great kid. He will be a leader. I understand that he served as Senate President here for this group. He's going to study biology, chemistry at WVU, and then he's going to go into pharmacy school. He's setting big dreams, and you know what? He's going to achieve them. He will achieve those dreams. There's no question. I think that the experience you will have here will prepare you. It'll help prepare you. You will be successful. You need to keep saying that in your head. You're going to be successful. You're going to do good things. This program can help you. It's apparent from what I hear about you that your drive, your initiative are there, right? So you know how to push yourself to excel. Let me ask you something for a second. Why do you think you were selected for this program? Just think about it for a second. There is a reason. You know what the reason is? Somebody believes in you. Somebody really believes in you. They see in you great talent. They see somebody who's going to make a difference. Somebody that they can be molded and to do great things. So, you know, you have what it takes to succeed, or you wouldn't be here. You're among a select group, best in the state, brightest in the state. You were picked. So somebody believes in you. Somebody's counting on you. Now I want to tell you this. No limits to what you can accomplish. There are no limits. None. Only one person can put limits on you. Who is that? Yourself, right? You know that. No limits. But here's what you got to do. You got to believe in yourself. You have to. That's number one. You want to be a doctor? Go be a doctor. You want to be a lawyer? You want to be an engineer? Nobody can stop you. Go do it. Okay? You got to believe in yourself. But number two, you have to work hard. Nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody gave it to me. You got to earn it. You got to put in the extra hours and the sweat. You got to believe in yourself. Work hard. You will be presented with opportunities. You got to take advantage of them. Okay? Come to WVU. We'll give you lots of opportunities. I promise you. But you will be successful. A couple more things. You're dedicated. I know that about you, right? You're already leaders in your school. You're already making a difference. You're already serving the community, something we have a responsibility to do, right? Because it's not about us. It's about what we can do to help other people, right? So you're already doing that. But you know what? Literally, this is true. We're counting on you. Right? I got 4 kids. The little one's 12. You know? Somebody's going to have to lead the next generation. I hope I'm looking at the people that will do that. So we're counting on you. You have a responsibility. So we want you to make a difference. You're the next generation of leaders. Not only in the state, but in the country. Don't limit yourself. I do know that from what I understand about your backgrounds, a lot of colleges would be happy to have you. Be honored to have you walk through their hallways. Be honored to have you sit in their classrooms. Be honored to have you work with their faculty members. I can tell you at WVU we would be. And we're pushing. The university is one of the hottest universities in the country. We're on fire. Universities around the country are looking at us going, man, what's WVU doing? We're doing everything right. We're moving. We're pushing. So we're looking for great talent. Smart, young people who want to come, study, learn, make a difference. Hopefully those of you in this room. Let me take a minute. I want to tell you a little bit about WVU. We're big. We're the flagship. The big dog. Big research, big university. Only a handful as big as us in the country, to tell you the truth. We have everything. Big-time academics, big-time research, big-time healthcare, big-time outreach, and Big 12 athletics. Woo! Oklahoma comes into town. Come on up to Morgantown when Texas comes in. It's big time. Big time. We're on a national stage. And you know why? Because we're a national powerhouse. We're nothing short of a national powerhouse. And I need you, whether you live in this state or go to the university, to think that way. We're big time. The state's big time. Like a small state in terms of numbers, but it's big time. It's big time. WVU's steady enrollment growth. A lot of people want to come, all-time high applications. But you know what else? We're freshmen. GPA's moving up, SAT's moving up, ACTs, all the scores moving in the right direction. So we're getting a lot of talented students. You know why? Because we care about it. We want them to succeed. We'll help you succeed. We have a reputation as a world-class institution. People know us around the world. You wear this flying WV, it's one of the top 15 logos in the country in higher ed. Go anywhere, you'll see somebody wearing this with pride. So you come, we'll take care of you. Our faculty members renowned across the world. Energy, healthcare, you name it, IT. We've got some of the best. They work side by side with their students on research projects, service projects, outreach projects. But their goal, help you succeed. That's what we want. Literally, I can tell you, I talk to our faculty members all the time. I was there today, right before we drove down here. We've got hundreds of people that are committed and dedicated and loyal about trying to help you succeed. Our students get into top graduate schools in the country. You name it, they go there. And that's with our help. In terms of academic record, we're as good as you get. Rhodes Scholars, one of the most prestigious scholarships, one of the top 10 publics in the country. Truman Scholars, it's a service award. We're a Truman Scholar institution. There's only a handful in the country. Goldwater scholarships, Boren scholarships, these are the best. Our students compete every single year and win them time and time again. Place is huge. $2.3 billion budget. $2.3 $3.3 billion budget, 18,000 employees dedicated to helping you succeed, okay? We run a hospital system, 6 hospitals or so. But you know what? If the big atmosphere intimidates you a little bit, it feels like a small, caring place. People think it's home. It feels like home. You come to the campus, people make you feel like you're home. So if big size intimidates you, look at it as big size gives you opportunities. Many degrees to choose from, a smaller group feeling. So I can tell you, as I talk to students, and I'll be in the rec center working out with students, I see them. They love being at WVU. Our professors, they'll go the extra mile for you, I promise that. Couple things that I want to point out. You are poised for leadership. That's why you're here, right? You're learning about great things. You're learning about government, learning about business choices, learning about career options ahead of you. I want to tell you about one of our recent grads, and then I want to give you a couple points on life that you can use no matter where you go, no matter what you do. Couple points on life coming up. Recent graduate, went through this program a couple years ago. Just graduated from WVU in May. Outstanding leader, outstanding person. His name is Jason Bailey. He refers to himself as a small town boy from Ripley, West Virginia. Anybody here from Ripley? All right, from Ripley. All right. This is one. Jason's mom worked as a nurse at a local hospital. Dad worked at a nearby plant. Jason says life was pretty simple. Calls himself a small town boy. All he ever worried about, he says, what was for dinner that night, something I often worry about, and whether his team was going to win his football game on Friday night. Looking to the future, Jason changed his mind many times about what he wanted to be when he grew up. Most of you here, what, you're about 17 years old? All right, you can change your mind a couple times, it's okay. Eventually you're going to figure it out. You're going to set your path and you're going to go get it. Jason changed his mind a couple times. He wanted to be a meteorologist. Then he wanted to work as a manager of the local McDonald's. All good, right? But eventually he locked in. You know when it locked in? First trip to Mountaineer Field. WVU football games are special. I'm telling you, there's something special, something magical about it. His first football game, 1997. He was 8 years old. He took a picture that day at the game. Picture still hangs at home where he lives. Never come down. Never forget that day. Nearly a decade later, he was 17, 18 years old or so. His goal of becoming a Mountaineer was solidified. He was a senior in high school. He traveled with some friends, and he saw a performance of the pride of West Virginia, literally the best in the country. From that moment, when he heard that band, witnessed them coming onto the field, 60,000 people screaming and yelling, he was in awe. No turning back. He knew right then he wanted to be a Mountaineer. He knew he wanted to play in the pride of West Virginia, which he did. He also says that the first time he ran on the field, and can you imagine that feeling? Running onto the field with all those crazy Mountaineer fans like me, screaming and yelling, it would be a moment you would never forget. Jason never forgot that moment. And I can tell you, literally, there are people that will cry as they see that band play. It's that powerful. But from that moment on, he knew WVU, no question. He went on to become a foundation scholar, just like Eric that I mentioned from Bridgeport a minute ago. Said it changed his life, just like this program in many ways. Gave him opportunities to study abroad, form lifelong lasting relationships, and gain confidence like he never had before. Says he learned, this is something I want you to learn, what it takes to be something bigger than just one person. You know why? Because one person you can only accomplish so much, right? Together you can accomplish a lot of things. Jason became a student of many things, including student government. Eventually became our student body president, just like my friend Jason in the back. Jason Parsons did a great job. Jason Bailey did a great job. Jason Bailey interned with the West Virginia legislature with a stipend, and with the stipend that he got from the foundation scholarship. He traveled to France, studied abroad, studied under a leading expert on the European Union. But his journeys didn't stop there from the U.S. The Russian Federation chose him as just one of 12 American student body presidents to visit Moscow to meet with some of the most powerful leaders in Russia. Recently, he visited the White House with another group, select group, of student body presidents for the inaugural White House Campus Leadership Summit. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty amazing stuff. Pretty amazing stuff literally for anyone, let alone a small town boy from Ripley who sat in the same seat you're sitting in, listened to the same kind of speeches, went through the same kind of program, same kind of things that you will accomplish. I know that will happen. What he will say, and what I believe is true, those roots in Ripley, West Virginia, served him well. Hardworking, dedicated, loyal, good to other people, understand the bigger picture of life, which I know in this room you do. So he's ready to make a difference in the world, and I believe he will. Graduated with 2 bachelor's degrees, international studies and political science. He's going to go on to graduate school at American University, get a master's degree in international affairs, and a law degree. No stopping him, no stopping you. Cool thing about it, because he used the Promise Scholarship, because he attended at WVU, debt-free upon graduation. Owes no money to anyone. Imagine coming out of college, a couple cool degrees in your hand, heading to graduate school, you don't have anybody paying you. You get the best education in the world right here in West Virginia. You don't have to go anywhere else, trust me. Jason's story is really about hard work, dreaming big, going and making things happen. Same story just like you will have. I want to end with a couple thoughts. If you want to know how special the university is, let me give you just a couple of examples. My first year here, Jason was with me in Madison Square Garden. We went to Big East. We played country roads in Madison Square Garden. You imagine how powerful that was. Even Coach Huggins himself couldn't fight back the tears. He grabbed my arm, he calls me boss, and said, "Boss, come back into the locker room and talk to the players after the game." It was an experience I'll never forget. It was so cool. We go on to the Final Four. Magical. Just like WVU. But this year, the Orange Bowl. Anybody watch that game? Yeah. Tell my friends in Clements, and I have a couple down there, I say, I think we made a statement to you. We made a statement. This university is statement. We're big time. We're big time. That night was special. I literally sat with people in the second quarter when we scored 5 touchdowns. We averaged one like every minute and a half. It was crazy. It was crazy. We literally could have scored 100 points. Coach slowed down the game in the second half. We're that good. This year's going to be just as special, I think, in the Big 12. Look, let me give you my thoughts on leadership. Leadership is not a position. If you think I'm a leader because I hold a position or a title, you're wrong. It's not a position. So get the position. It's cool. Go for it. I know you got elections coming tonight. Go for it. Go win. But leadership is really not about the position. It's not about the title. You know what it's about? It's about taking an organization from point A to point B. If you can move it from A, wherever you are, to B. B's where you want to be. That's your vision. You're a leader. You can be a leader no matter what you're doing, no matter what your title is, no matter where you are in the organization. You can be a leader. Okay? Couple tips for success in life. I'm going to give you 7 of them, then I'll wrap it up. Number 1, possibly the most important. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. I can tell you, growing up, my grandparents, I had a 4th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade. We think one had a 12th grade education. I had a grandfather who was a coal miner. Grandfather was a firefighter. My parents never went to college. Trust me, when I was growing up, and I had kids sitting next to me, and their father was a doctor, their father was a lawyer, and their father went to this school, and their mother went to that school. Somebody would go, "Hey, man, we get an advantage. Can little Jimmy do it?" Yeah. You believe in yourself. Doesn't matter. Parents went to college, didn't go to college, doesn't matter. Ball's in your hands. All right? You have an opportunity. Number 2, you've got to work hard. You've got to work hard. And I will tell you, Jen's heard me say, Dr. Fisher's heard me say this a million times. I don't have to be the smartest guy on my campus. I don't have to be the fastest. I don't have to be the strongest. I don't have to be the best looking. But I will never let anybody outwork me. Ever. I'll do whatever it takes to move my institution forward and to get So you got to work hard. You want to get there, you got to put in the time. Okay? Number 3, think big. World needs big thinkers. Think big. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. Think big. Number 4, start with the end in mind. Think about what your goal is. You want to be a doctor? Start thinking about it right now. Visualize yourself walking across that stage at WVU, me shaking your hand, saying, "Congratulations, doctor." Go out and do good things. Set your goal. Go set it. You know what happens as soon as you achieve that one? What do? Go set another one. And then set another one. You got to set it in your mind. Lock it in. Don't lose sight of it. Number 5, don't quit. We don't quit. You keep pushing. Don't quit. It's easy to quit. We don't quit. Don't quit. You know how many times the team's down at halftime, or you're not doing so well in a class, what do you do instead? Pick it up. Do more. Work harder. Train harder. Study harder. Whatever it is. Number 6, stay positive. Always stay positive. Bad things will happen in life. Stay positive. Always got to stay positive. You know why? People want to be around positive people. Nobody likes to hear people complain. Bad things happen. Your car's going to break down. Your girlfriend might break up with you. Stay positive. Those are single events. Stay positive. You think about the long-term stuff. Number 7, be results-oriented. Ultimately, it all comes down to results. So you've got to achieve the results. All right? You've got to achieve your results. I also want to tell you this. Remember, it's not just about you. It's teamwork. Teamwork. You've got to be a good team player. It takes, a lot of people to accomplish really good things. I can tell you when I was growing up, my mother told me 2 things. My mother passed away last year, died from cancer. Great lady, greatest lady I ever met. She told me 2 things, told me many things. One thing she said, "Jim, be a good person. Number 1, be a good person. Number 2, she said, make a difference in the world." She didn't say try to make a difference. She said make a difference. Saying you got a responsibility. You got to go out and make a difference. So my advice to you, be a good person, make a difference, enjoy your week here, learn a lot, make good friends, and then ultimately go out and do some really good things. So thank you for the opportunity to be here.